tonight recognition. Our first player, number 77, a 4-year member of the football program, playing running back and linebacker, Michael Badeau. Michael is walking out with his father, Roger. Roger, congratulations, Michael. Next up, number 5, a 2-year member of the football program, playing wide receiver and defensive back, Aiden Britt. Sister Kate. Congratulations, Aiden. Next up, number 22, a 1-year member of the football team, playing wide receiver and defensive back, Charlie Budd. Walking out with Charlie are his parents, John and Elizabeth. Congrats, Charlie. Next up, number 88, a 1-year member of the football program, playing wide receiver and linebacker, Jackson Carolyn. Walking out with Jackson are his parents, Louise and Brian. Congratulations, Jackson. Next up, number 21, a 1-year member of the football program, playing running back and defensive line, George Connors. Walking out with George and his parents are his parents, Deb and George, and his sister, Taylor. Congratulations, George. Next up, number 76, a 1-year member of the football program, playing offensive line and linebacker, Andrew Federico. Walking out with Andrew are his parents, Danielle and Chris, and his sister, Ava. Congrats, Andrew. Next up, number 52, a 1-year member of the football program, playing fullback and linebacker, Mika Gatt. Walking out with Mika are his parents, Julie and Ari, and his brother, Dave. Congratulations, Mika. Next up, number 12, a 2-year member of the football program, playing wide receiver and defensive end, Collins Imade. Walking out with Collins is his mother, Blessing, his brother, Ifosa, and his sister, Blessing. Congrats, Collins. Next up, number 17, a 1-year member of the football program, playing wide receiver and defensive back, Eli Kaplan. Walking out with Eli are his parents, Karen and David, and his sister, Ava, and his grandparents, Karen and Alan. Congrats, Eli. Next up, number 55, a 3-year member of the football program, playing offensive and defensive line, the big man himself, Logan Lancaster. Walking out with Logan are his parents, Robin and Michael, Next up, number 89, a one-year member of the football program, playing wide receiver and defensive back, Cameron Mogadam. Walking out with Cameron are his parents, Lori and Sharam, and his sister, Ariana. Congrats, Cameron. Next up, number 24, a one-season player for the football team, playing running back and linebacker, Nick Rinaldi. Walking out with Nick are his parents, Laura and Bob, his brother Luke, and his sister, Isabella. Congratulations, Nick. Next up, number 62, a one-year member of the football program, playing offensive and defensive line, Ben Wayne. Walking out with Ben is his dad, John, and sister, Abby. Congrats, Ben. Next up, number 53, a one-year member of the football program, playing offensive and defensive line, Shane Williams. Walking out with Shane and is his mother, Takesha, and his grandmother, Sheila. Congratulations, Shane. Next up, number 58, a three-year member of the football program, playing offensive and defensive end, Captain Timothy Cofield. Walking out with Tim are his parents, Sharita and Richard, and his brothers, Kenneth, David, and Jamal. Congratulations, Tim. Number 50, a four-year member of the football program, playing tight end and defensive end, Captain Oliver Ferrari. Walking out with Oliver are his parents, Ethan and Laura. Congratulations, Oliver.
Hi, I'm Dan Murphy, and I'm here to welcome you and hopefully encourage you to participate in the 4th annual DSCTV Film Festival. We're going to start accepting entries from now until June 3rd, which is graduation. So if you can make a short 8-minute film, upload it to YouTube, and submit it to us, you can win some prizes. We're going to be offering, once again, over $1,000 in total prizes, and we'd really like your participation. So visit the website, dsctv.com, for details, and hopefully we'll get to see your film.
It is a perfectly splendiferous evening at Dover-Sherborn High School for senior night, as you may have just seen, where tonight Dover-Sherborn hosts the Medway Mustangs. Hi everyone, Bruce Glazer, Art Crandall, and the entire Crandall family here today, plus Jack and his brother on the field. I forgot Jack's. Oh, Jack. Come on, Art. Jack. Jack. So anyway, Jack Daly and his brother, who is the center of the football team. We've just gone through senior night. Medway comes in here, Art, 3-0. They are a powerhouse. I mean, they're so balanced. If two kids went down with injury, they probably wouldn't notice on the field. That's how strong and deep they are. So Dover-Sherborn really has their work cut out. And over the years, Art, we've known that Dover-Sherborn has small offensive and defensive lines. When they match up against another small offensive defensive line, they're great. Otherwise, they got problems.
Yeah. Hey, Bruce, you're right. We have a decent-sized line, but I tell you, Medfield is very big. They're a very big line, and I think we're going to have a very interesting game here. If what we saw here in Dover-Sherborn a week ago was a lot of mixing and matching and kind of different plays, and I think those are going to be needed in order to have a good chance against this big, larger team.
Last week against Bellingham, one running back had almost 200 all-purpose yards. And the key to that game was Dover-Sherborn would focus on him, and they'd find somebody else to give the ball to. This team, Medway, has more than that. So Dover-Sherborn has their work cut out. They can win this, but they got to play error-free football and time control. We're actually early for the national anthem. We never do that.
No, it was a very nice ceremony for the entire seniors, and it was quite interesting. It is a different year, and there were a lot of first-time football players that were seniors.
Yeah. Ben Wayne for one, Nick Rinaldi for another.
Mm-hmm.
I asked Nick's father at the Bellingham game, I said, how come Nick didn't play last year? And his father gave the honest answer. He didn't want to. Hey, fine. It's his life, right? You do what you want.
Of course.
Within limits.
If your heart's not in it either,
And you want to get pounded when your heart's not in it. And this year he decided, I'll go full out. And it's been a rewarding experience for him.
That's wonderful.
When you were in Beverly, you played football, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you wouldn't keep getting your butt kicked every week if you didn't enjoy it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the officials are on the sideline talking to the Dover-Sherborn coaches. Why? Because they want me to run out of all my jabber before halftime.
Yeah,
I'll have
funny.
nothing to say. Tonight, Dover-Sherborn's first unit on the field will be all seniors. Coach Steve Ryan said, for the opening play of the game, whether we're kicking or receiving, there'll be all seniors on the field. He's got a kick return team of seniors, and he's got a kickoff team of seniors, depending how the coin falls. So we know that is for sure. So no matter how it works out, here's what you got. If it's a kickoff return team, you got Brick, Corners, Collins, Rinaldi, Kaplan, Cofield, Wayne, Badeau, Lancaster, Carolyn, and Ferrari. If they kick off, Britt, Carolyn, Badeau, Ferrari, Rinaldi, Kaplan, Wayne, Collins, Loeffler, Cofield, and Collins will be on the kickoff team. So that we know at the start, we can announce that and recognize those gentlemen. We now pause for that national anthem.
Whose broad stripes and bright stars, 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 whose broad stripes and bright stars
Kate, who was that? No way. Oh, that's good. Nice recording. Well, I don't know if they bought a new speaker system. It sounded live, but Kate Mastrobono says, and another young lady sitting next to her, that was recording. Oh, yeah, right. But it sounded great,
Sounded
didn't it?
good, yeah.
We usually hear the recordings that go, the static in the record, and you can tell that it's just an old recording from 1922 of the national anthem. That was outstanding.
Yeah.
So the captains meet at midfield. For the visitors, it'll be, where'd they go? Where are the captains? I can't find them now. They're gone. They don't have any captains. It'll be the Garabedian, I believe. Let's see. You got your roster? Yeah, it is the Garabedian.
Garabedian.
Hundermarkt. I always want to say that name, Hundermarkt. And Curran, as well as Jake Eddy, the fullback. For the home team, Bennett, Russo, and I'm off to a great start, aren't I? And Tim Cofield and Oliver Ferrari. Medway will receive the opening kick, I believe he said. No, it was 50-50 because I wasn't paying attention.
I know, we were looking at our
You're either
statistics.
kicking it or you're getting it.
That's right.
It's not like a face-off in hockey, is it?
No.
So the seniors will come out no matter what. And we are here with our cable crew, Cam Crandall. Is Brad here tonight?
Yeah, Brad's here.
And Danny Murphy on camera. And we also know that on the field will be Derek Daly, the center for Dover-Sherborn, and his younger brother Jack is on our crew. Standing to my left, Art Crandall. I'm Bruce Glazer. We hope you saw and appreciated and clapped for the seniors on the field today with their parents being recognized in the final home game of the season. We do not know if we're covering the game at Medfield. We'll know later on the 22nd. That game would take place Thursday, the 22nd. It's an extra game, sort of a non-Thanksgiving game at 7 p.m. So, we'll announce that locally as we go along.
So it's quite a breezy night here as the sun's starting to set. So we're going to get some little chill in the air. It's going to be crisp when they hit each other. More so than a few weeks ago when it was like balmy 70.
Hey, I'm not complaining.
No.
So back deep, it looks like Luke Frotton will be the deep man. And they have these all-white uniforms, and the only color is in the midriff. Seriously, right?
Mm-hmm. And numbers in the back, that's right.
Yeah, numbers on the helmets, which is very nice. Yeah. Thank you very much. Henry Murphy will do the honors in this last home game of the season. Oh, Willie. No, that's Eric Kaplan kicking it off because he's a senior and Murphy's not. Coming around to the rest side, you're looking at Simwe. That's Calvin Simwe, way to the far side. What a run back. He goes out of bounds near his team bench, and he rolls into the middle school and says hi to the janitor. I mean, that kid just kept going. Calvin Simwe and Matt Childs will be the starting running backs. Their fullback will be Jake Eddy. And on they go. They got two tight ends, Art. One is 6'2", 230. The other one is 6'4", 195. And I think they both probably play basketball, too. Probably. They also have an offensive tackle named Applebaum, 6'4", 295.
Wow.
He doesn't have to move. He is the offensive line.
Wow.
So it's going to be an adventurous game, to say the least. A great challenge for Dover-Sherborn, coming in 2-1, won their first two, lost the last one at Bellingham. Medway 3-0. So we will see from the get-go who's going to top out on this one. Double wing formation, one setback behind the quarterback, Sean Converse. He hands off straight up the middle for a dive play for a few. Short gain. You look at number 61 on the left there. That is Applebaum. And you know something? If he weighs almost, 300, he's got mostly muscle there.
That's amazing.
I've seen beefy football players. He's not one of them. He's just big. The sneaker man, I had to say it once. Converse over center. I'll never say it again. Working with a pro set, one back. Pitches the ball. This time it's Matt Childs going for nothing. Good stop by the Raiders.
And that was really just defense right there. There was nothing that Midfield opened up for him like the last play. Nice defense right there.
3rd and 7.
We got 7, it says 8 on the scoreboard to go, 3rd down. Ball's on the 35. Midfield going left to right on your viewing screen.
On Medway.
Medway, what did I say, midfield? Huh?
He made a trade. Anybody can do it. Converse on the run, bootleg, got the ball in his hand, throws to who he wants. It's knocked away. Superb play by the senior, Johnny Bennett.
And you know, I really thought he had that ball. He had it in 2 hands, and Bennett just came in and pushed it right out of him.
And I think what Steve Ryan did, he said, this is a good team. We're going to be ready. And if we're not ready, we shouldn't go out there and play. We just got to be ready the entire game. So that's what we're seeing right now. They are ready, and they are returning the ball. Johnny Bennett's the deep man. He'll stand in his own 30-yard line. If you go to the local newspapers and you look at the standings in this league, you'll see that Medway scores a lot of points, and they don't give up too many. Right now, they don't have any points on the scoreboard. First punt of the game. Nice high arc, but a short kick. Bennett has it. Calls for the... No, he didn't.
No.
I would have called for the fair catch and made the guy back off, but he didn't, and he picked up 2. I just don't want to see someone hurt.
Well, you know what the interesting thing there was? The ball was so high that Medfield, number 19 there, was waiting for him to catch the ball before he could hit him.
Now, let me ask you something. Could that be if he bobbled the ball, would that be an infraction for not giving him room to catch the ball? Just a fair catch would call.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
He was in his face.
I mean, you can't interfere and get allow him to catch, but as soon as he bobbles it on his own being, it's pretty much open.
Home team moving right to left in the first quarter. The junior at quarterback. Has the ball, runs it himself, spins around, decides that wasn't a play, apple bomb, spins him back for a 15-yard loss.
You know, that fooled absolutely no one.
Grady Russo, the play looked, like you said, busted from the beginning. It wasn't going anywhere.
He wasn't going anywhere, and if he had thrown it, I don't think he realized how fast midfield is, because when he turned around, he didn't fake anybody out, and they threw him out for a 15-yard loss.
Let's see. On the scoreboard it says, that's a generous knockback.
17, I know.
2nd and 17. I thought it was more like more yards than that, but Bennett in motion, fake. Now Russo has time. Now he has a man open. Caught by number 20, Tim Ramsdale. I'm sorry, make that Luke Loeffler.
That was just a tremendous play, and I don't think Medfield knew that Grady could throw it that well.
I looked at the wrong roster because I haven't seen Loeffler catch that many passes, and I was just kind of astounded. He was so far wide open. He could have gone back home, had dinner, come back, and caught the ball.
He was very wide open. That's where the defensive back goes, oh, crap.
And doesn't want to go back to the bench.
No. That was a beautiful throw. So that really brought him down the field. The ball's on the 29 of Medway now.
Anthony Mazzola is the head coach for the Medway Mustangs.
The Mustangs.
As the old saying goes, ain't done nothing yet, but you're getting closer. Rinaldi stands next to his quarterback, both in the shotgun position. One will get the ball, and it's the quarterback, Russo, looking, fakes, in trouble, knows he's in trouble, runs away. That's where you throw the ball towards that receiver on the far side, because you had him there. It would not have been a grounding.
Yeah. There's a fine line with that rule, that goes in. He just can't throw it away. And Grady, I hope he's not hobbling off. But we know he's had some injury on his foot there.
Mike O'Neill on the stop for the Mustangs. This is a live stream you're watching from Dover-Sherborn Cable TV of Medway visiting Dover-Sherborn High School. We welcome the visitors and the home team, crowds, and those all over the international universe. That include Mars, Pluto, and all those places. Grady rolls out, Pressure, throws, man open, Rinaldi. Oh, we can't. He felt the pressure and he couldn't pull it in as Eric Lindstrom was on top of him.
You know, he's not getting, Grady is not getting a lot of time behind to set and to throw.
And they seem to be coming from different places on the defense.
Medway is doing a great penetration job there.
3rd down and 21. So it's 2-down territory, really. They got 7:38 to go in the first quarter on a beautiful, slight breezy evening. They allowed the students back in, I do believe, right? Yeah, the students here.
So Ferrari's got something up, whether he lost his mouthpiece or he's got a helmet issue. Something's up. They made him come out of the game. Mask issue, I don't know.
Starting offensive line, Kane, Wayne, Daly, Badeau, and Ferrari. Cofield sometimes comes in on the offensive line to give a break or a different look. They're in the same formation, Rinaldi next to his quarterback. Good snap, decent protection. Now it's not. Spins away, runs for his life. Russo throws, got him, Bennett, out of bounds, 1st down.
That was just an outstanding, for those who want to look it up on the internet, Fran Tarkenton type of play where he was going down, we thought he was down, but wait, came over to the side, and I thought he actually might have passed the line of scrimmage on the throw, but apparently not.
And apparently he didn't get the 1st down. And I apologize, I thought he had it. We always have a lousy angle from here, but I should have waited. It's 4th and about 4, a long 4. So they're going for a field goal. Henry Murphy will attempt it on the 17. Kick. Deep enough. Off to the left. No good.
Almost. You know, I think that was a great decision to go for it. It was 4 yards to go. It was 4th and 4. And obviously Henry Murphy can take it that far. And he had the win in his back, too.
But when you don't kick him that often in the game, the pressure's on.
Yeah.
And you get the beef coming after you, too.
Yeah. Well, it'll be Medway's ball in their own 17, first quarter. 7:21 left in the first quarter.
We're back at the line of scrimmage. 7:21, as you said, to go in the first. Would have been nice to have the lead. Can't have it all, though, right? Converse. Hands off. Coming around this side is Matt Child. Child gets away. He's a big boy, isn't he?
He is a big boy.
I just got a good look at him. He's a sophomore with size.
But I'll tell you, Rinaldi contained him in there, and he didn't quite make the tackle, but he slowed them down enough so he only got a few yards. He could have actually went for quite a number more. But yeah, he's a big boy. They're all kind of big over there, as I'm looking here out onto the field.
Get in there, 5-0!
Converse was the line drive. Receiver fell down, and the play was immediately dead. Converse, these are some of the numbers. The quarterback had 51 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns, plus 1 passing touchdown in an early game against Denver. That's last week, actually. Childs ran for 110 yards against Dedham, 173 against Norton, including 2 TDs, 140 in the opening game against Millis, including 2 long touchdown runs. Number 1, Asimwe, 80 yards touching TD against Dedham, 140 yards rushing against Norton, including 2 TDs. So what I'm saying is they can run the ball, and Childs proves me right. Down to the 40, to the 30, 1 man to beat. Bennett knocks them out of bounds at about the 32.
Boy, Bennett saved that touchdown right there. The guy outran everybody except Johnny Bennett. Cut him down at the angle. Wow, the ball's now on their 24.
46-yard run.
Wow.
Blah, 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 blah. 25.
Do the math.
I'll be right back. 25.
Where's the
It's
calculator?
only 25.50. So go down there, and it's
Divide by 2.
Don't do that. 45.
All right.
51. I'm going 51. Who's gonna challenge me? Childs again. Now, here's the thing. You think the kid's tired, right? Just give him the ball right back. Because these are kids.
Right.
You and I would be in the hospital saying, oxygen,
Where's the
please.
oxygen? Right. Okay. Yeah, there was a little, it looked like a little snafu a little bit. It wasn't a really pure handoff, and I don't know if that had an effect, but they still got 5 yards.
2 receivers right, 1 a slot, 1 a wide out. Nobody left. 1 back. Quarterback over center. Converse hands it off again. Childs cuts off to the right side on a slight slant. Short pickup. 3rd down and about 5.
Yeah, they didn't pick up much if they picked up anything there.
Very conservative play calling there.
Well, right there, you know, it's kind of interesting where I think they're still trying to feel out Dover-Sherborn, and when they're going straight through the middle, what they're finding is not too much, but often a tackle or something. They've had some success, so we'll see what this play is.
Look at this. 1 receiver left, 1 right. Very modest formation. Childs sees nothing. He stumbled, he waited, and then he went down.
That's a great play. Yeah,
Willie Bowen on the tackle.
great play, great play. You know, there's great penetration there, and I was trying to look at what the line for Medfield did. I didn't see anybody pulling or anything, and it was just a straight shot right up. So big, huge loss right there to stop their momentum. It's 4th down and 8, and they're going for a field goal
They sure are.
against the wind.
22-yard field goal. They got a kicker, I guess. And he kicks a beautiful line drive off to the left.
Oh, no.
Shimmy to the right, shimmy to the left. It was still nothing.
Right?
I mean, what a heck of an opening.
That's pretty interesting, isn't it? I'll
Yeah.
tell you. We haven't seen that type of opening, I think, in our history
Never.
of doing this
Never.
together.
I can never remember back-to-back field goal attempts
No.
in the first quarter.
I can't either. So it's exciting. You know that everybody's trying to score as many points as they can, because at this point, we think, you know, I mean, the dominant team could be Medway, but the way everybody's playing, everybody's trying to get a point here and a point there.
But you know something? This comes out advantage to Dover-Sherborn because now they know they can play with this team. Bennett cuts it back inside for a short pickup before he stood up, lifted onto the roof of the building, and then the whistle blows. You know, I mean, you've got to come away thinking, if you're Dover-Sherborn, hey, we got them we got a battle here. They're not going to overpower us.
Yeah.
And as we know, late in the game, a lot of these big players get tired.
A lot of the players get tired, and a lot of the smaller players get tired from the bigger players. So
That's true.
it'll
Yeah.
be kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Medfield's playing a conservative type of defense.
They have nobody back. No free safety back or anything. They're looking at a running game. Rinaldi to the outside, turns the corner. Rinaldi for at least 7 yards.
It was a nice game.
You know, I was thinking to myself, do I wear the glasses or not? And then I realized you get fogged up every 5 seconds.
Oh.
I can't wear glasses. This is crazy.
Crazy.
I feel like I'm in
With the
a car.
mask.
I feel like I'm in a car wash and they shut the doors
With the mask.
with the mask on. The car wash.
Right?
Yeah. My eyeglass windshield wipers are coming out real soon. Only $19.95. Call Ronco. Remember Ronco?
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy, the TV days, huh?
Wow.
Looking at 3rd and 2. Russo. Timeout called by somebody. What do you got? Penalty? No, timeout. You know what it is? I think it's a safety break. It's a water break. And I thought to myself, why don't they call it before they get to the line?
Yeah, I don't know.
Why are you waiting? Maybe they forgot. I don't know about you, but I don't even know who won the women's or men's college basketball. You want to tell me? I wasn't even watching. I lost interest.
Yeah, it was for the men's. It was a tough game for Gonzaga. They didn't start well at all, and Baylor just blew them out of the water.
Really?
Yeah.
And the women's?
the women's, who was it? A West Coast team. I can't remember. I saw it.
Stanford.
I knew it was a West Coast
Stanford
team.
won their first
Thank you.
championship, right? First
Yeah.
women's championship, I believe.
No,
No?
they've got a couple.
A while.
Yeah.
That's almost like in forever. In our lifetime.
Some people's
half our
lifetimes.
lifetime.
Yeah.
That little kid who was just born yesterday.
He's never seen it.
Third down and 2. 3:40 to go in the first quarter. Russo in the shotgun. Got the ball. Looking left all the way. Now he's running out of trouble. White shirts all around. Russo outruns him. Russo throws it. Got him! Poke! First down near midfield.
There was some nice scrambling back there by Grady. And the receivers didn't stop. Protection kept up. He was going all over the place, and it was a nice pass.
I'm going to say something here that I will not take back no matter what happens. Very seldom you see a high school quarterback, sophomore, junior, who's getting blitzed and knocked down by beef. And all of a sudden he says, "The heck with this, I'm going to play my game." And that's what he's doing. He comes right back and says, "Take this, I'm not giving in to you guys." 1st and 10, just near midfield. Russo right in front of us. Motion by Bennett. Fake handoff. Russo's going to keep it. Russo gets the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
He had the option, I think, with Johnny Bennett going around the side for a pitch out, but saw a couple yards and he went right up the middle, and I don't think he had a couple yards. I think it's about, might even be a loss.
If it was an option play, and I think Bennett might have been the better option, but that's easy to say afterwards, right?
Yeah. You know, that's where you really look at the film and say, what was the pursuit of Bennett coming over? Was it man-to-man coverage? Is it zone coverage?
Right. And the quarterback has so much to look at. There's a lot of stunting going on in defense.
It's amazing.
2nd and 11. Russo, right-hander, comes back to his 37, throws, backed away. Good defensive play, in the Medway crowd cheers Connor Cooley.
You know, and I got to tell you, Grady stood right in the pocket. He knew he was going to get hit, and he got hit.
I talked to his parents at the Bellingham game. Yeah, his leg hurts.
Yeah.
But they tape him up like a mummy, and he's out there, and he's just a tough kid. Loves football.
Sideline warning on Dover-Sherborn.
Oops.
Do you remember when I told you, like a game ago,
Yep.
that there's way too many people on the field?
Yep. Last two games ago, Dover-Sherborn got called for encroachment on the sideline,
Yeah,
really.
yeah.
And they got called for a penalty, and everybody was too far into the field,
Yeah.
and they just got warned. I think a warning is a great idea.
Yeah.
Then if you don't adhere to the warning, penalize them.
That's right.
2nd and 11 once again. Lots of noise around us. Great to see the students here. Russo. Protection, good. Opening, good. Bennett! Oh!
Almost.
Bennett was twisting one way, and the ball decided to take off the other way, and unless he broke his body in half, he wasn't getting that.
No, I think Connor Cooley put up an arm and just might have taken away some of the vision, but the ball was tough to catch anyway because it was a little high, and it was over Johnny's, I think, other shoulder, and he tried to do a really good job.
I'm looking here. Connor Cooley's also caught a couple of touchdowns this season, but his DB play just then was super. Kick by Murphy. Nice one. It rolls for Dover-Sherborn down to the 20, into the 15-yard line, and it says, hello, 14, 13, 12. I'll stop there at the 13.
That was a big last kick from the 20 all the way. They got 7 more yards down into midfield territory. You know, that kick was a interesting kick because there was so much penetration coming in on that kick that it was amazing. He actually got it off without being blocked.
Now, do me a favor, because I'm not able to see this. Is Dover-Sherborn on offense, I wonder, in punting? Are they double-teaming certain guys? I haven't noticed on the lines. I have not been watching. It'd be nice to see who they're double-teaming, like 50. I mean, oh my gosh. Who do you double-team? They're so big.
So big.
It's
big
like,
boys.
hey, we bought a line of trucks. Let's use them. So way down at our left, where we have no idea what's going on, the lights are on. Quarterback's Converse. The junior drops back near his end zone. He's running for his life and slips down.
Nice.
Tackle will be credited to, I believe, number 20. Is that Don't want to get it.
27.
27, Bowen.
Bowen. And you know, that was really a coverage sack because I was looking at the backfield, the back, and everybody was covered. He was looking a couple times, and the quarterback looked off a couple receivers, and they were covered. So that was basically a coverage sack. Good job.
Both teams using junior quarterbacks. Right now it's 2nd and 15, loss of 5. Hand off to Childs. Childs coming around, twists away from one tackle, finally knocked down, but I think he might be close to a first. Notice I said close because
Yeah.
I'm not giving in anymore. I'm not going to say anything.
No, we can't see
No,
down
we
there
can't.
where it is. You know, the interesting thing about that was tremendous line blocking by Medfield. They just opened up a huge gap, and you could drive a truck through that, which half of these guys are trucks, but you just went right through.
And that's our commercial for the day. The Ford 150 pickup.
All right.
Look at the center. What does his mother feed him? Can I have some of that? That will be Maxwell Hundermacht.
One of the captains.
Yeah, one of the big captains. Over center, giving nothing away. Hand off to a Simwe. A Simwe off left tackle. Nothing! I'll give him a couple.
Yeah, it might be. It was 3rd and 1. Let's see what's going to happen here. This is
punting.
definitely the last play of the game.
Quarter.
I mean, quarter. Something. Did I say game?
Well, you got somewhere to go.
Holy smoke. Got a hot date, I guess, huh?
Hey, you know, if the quarter ends and it's no score, I've been watching pro games, and I watch the Blues, the Reds, the Orioles, and teams I like. And not bragging, but like, we make mistakes. You should hear the mistakes they make. One guy said first period, it was the Blues announcer. So at the end, we got 1 minute to go in the game, and it was the first period. And one time last year, he goes behind the dasher. And I'm thinking, that's in the stands, isn't it? He meant in front of the dasher. But hockey's so quick, you don't have time to pick up and fix that and then go on.
Yeah.
So, everybody makes mistakes.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting.
Teams will change ends of the field, a nothing game, but a very exciting first quarter with 2 missed field goals.
Very exciting first quarter. I mean, you can sum it up in the fact that everybody went down the field except on a couple where they had to punt, but everybody, as Hank Stram used to say, matriculated down the field, and it resulted in no points. So we've had, a back and forth game. You're right. It's been a good game.
You and I are older, but was Hank Stram great?
Yeah.
As a coach and as an announcer?
Yeah.
Oh, he told it like it was.
Yeah.
The late Hank Stram, Hall of Famer. So, official says, okay, we can start the second quarter. Punt on. Not bad. A twister. Bennett says, got it at my own 40. I'm going the other way. Bennett to his 45. Far side to the other team's bench. Down to the 45. And inside the 40,
Wow.
Johnny Bennett with a nice 1, 2, 3, 4, 20-yard return.
20-yard return. Yeah, that was a nice return.
And the other thing I know about the pros now, even when they don't go on the road anymore.
Right.
But they sit there and they got monitors with the players' names above their heads as they're going down the ice.
Really?
Oh, yeah. And also, one of the Blues announcers says, Darren Pang said, the Blues, we have a board here. If someone's not on the bench, a light goes off. We know where everybody's supposed to be sitting. And if someone hasn't come back from the break, between periods, we know he's injured, he's hurt, or he's not feeling well. We can tell. You and I think it's 11 players here, 11 here. Let's play.
And the interesting thing that makes it much more difficult for you and I right now is we're only at a 1-camera shoot, where typically last year, 2 years ago, I guess now, we had multi-camera shoots, and we had Brad or Cam in the as the production. We could do replays. We had a monitor right here.
After the personal foul penalty, Dover-Sherborn still starts in good field position. And Grady Russo lofts it. But overlofted Johnny Bennett. He wasn't catching that with that Mack truck. It didn't matter.
No.
Lindstrom on the defense. Look at Lindstrom. He's the defensive back.
Yeah.
He looks more like a linebacker.
He's a big boy.
Yeah.
Big, tall.
And remember last year they graduated Drew Plunkett. He went over to UMass, the UMass schools out in Worcester, like Worcester State or Worcester Tech.
Okay.
He went there. I think he's playing football there, but I thought, whew, they'll have a down year, won't they? No, they're 3-0.
That's amazing.
They just grow them tall and lanky on the farms down there, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe we should move some of our DS players there, during the summer, then bring them back.
Corn-fed, you know.
Yeah.
That's why Nebraska, Oklahoma, those teams used to be so well.
Oh, yeah. Big linemen.
Big boys.
Russo going to run it on his own. Russo twists away. No, he doesn't.
Oh.
Russo in big trouble, goes down at his own 30. Dover-Sherborn losing progress on this set of downs.
Fortunately, that was a pretty high snap, and I don't know if that affected what the actual play was going to be, like a handoff or what. I don't know.
Well, threw the timing completely off.
Yeah.
It's funny, I don't think you've noticed this. We have all the seniors' posters here right in front of us because it's a senior night.
Yeah.
16 seniors. Wise guy, Tim Cofield. Nobody has a mask on except number 58. So what does he do? He has the mask on and he pulls it down. So he followed the rules. Nobody else did. They're not wearing masks, which I think is fine. Great. But Cofield says, okay, I'll wear the mask, but I'll just pull it down so you can see my smile.
There you go, Captain Tim.
3rd and 21. Short drop for Bennett. Bennett got it! Oh, fingertips!
You know, 1/8 of a second, and he would have caught that on the fly running. It was just off his extended fingertips. Nice spiral pass, wide open, nice theory. I like this. I'm liking what we see for plays on both sides of the ball. It's been an exciting game to call so far.
Henry Murphy will have to punt. Punt rolls in favor of Medway. It's not a great punt. It'll be at the 46.5-yard line where Medway will take over.
Yeah, I got that negative, whoops, it's coming back bounce.
No score in the game, 10:22 to go until halftime. Next week, Medway plays, I believe, at Bellingham, so that'll be a good contest. Dover-Sherborn goes down the street from me to Norton. They'll play a weaker Norton team compared to the other teams. Then we hope that we hope to bring you the Medfield game, the Thanksgiving game on the 22nd.
Thanksgiving on some
Oh,
day.
we don't know. I think they should bring a turkey there anyways, just for the heck of it.
Is that Sunday the 25th? Is that what it is?
No, it's Thursday the 22nd.
Oh, okay.
But you were close. You had the right month. First down. Motion. Motion man gets the ball. Now he doesn't know what to do with it. And he does nothing! 7-yard sack. Nick Rinaldi. Like 16 stood there and said, okay, Derek Garabedian, what do I do now?
Well, you know, it's kind of interesting. I don't know if he didn't expect that type of rush or if there was going to be another play where he was going to throw it. He almost looked like he was setting up to throw, believe it or not.
How about if I throw this into it? They're 3-0, and they played a couple of weak teams, no question. Dedham, Norton, and they've had their way. So he comes out to the left side, figures, I'll just do what I normally do. He's not expecting it. And then all of a sudden, he gets it. Doesn't know what to do. Yeah, you're right. It might have been an option play.
So we got a huddle with the Dover-Sherborn coach and the refs and the umps and the field judges and everybody.
Or is this a water break? No,
I don't think so.
It's too soon for a water break. Before the game started, my water bottle became a missile.
Yeah, I saw that during the national anthem. The Rockets' red glare or something. I don't know, man.
Bottles red glare.
Yeah, bottles.
Let's go, Raiders!
From the near hash. Sean Converse barks it out. Raiders coming. Converse drops. Raiders coming. He runs for his life. Gets past, gets to the line of scrimmage. Gets himself a nice 8-yard pickup as he runs away from the defense.
That was a nice pickup. He outran a couple of the guys. Let me see. God, I can't remember. I'm sorry. Number 30. Who's our 30? Aiden Hirsch. Duh.
I mean, he had 51 yards rushing against Dedham, so the quarterback can run.
He can.
But the thing was, it was Johnny Bennett from the DB position who had to speed over to slow him down. You don't want your DB being your last defender. Converse turns around.
Oh.
What was he thinking?
He was thinking he was going to roll out and just have a wonderful day. And
It was almost as if there's nobody in the other team. I'm going to pirouette.
and he didn't realize the great penetration that Dover-Sherborn had on that play.
4th down, smart to punt. I almost wish they'd go for it.
4th and 8, ball on the 48. It'd be risky for them to. It'd be exciting, but
Get in there, Blue!
Bennett's back. Bennett's going to get a nice spiral. Beautiful kick. Bennett has it in his arms. Twists around to 10. Comes around to the middle of the field. Dives, dekes, and goes down to 15.
he did well with what he had in front of him.
Yeah, and he had no wall in front of him either.
You know, the ball, the Medway kicker is kicking it so high.
He's out kicking his coverage in a way,
It's
but the ball's high enough.
Right. It's amazing how high he's kicking.
So what the coach has to say, don't kick it so high. Let's go for distance. So maybe our guys can get down there, a little sooner.
Forgot to mention we have your darling wife, Debbie, doing the statisticians on here.
No, she's not doing stats.
Not today.
She retired.
She retired.
Flare, right side. I think that's poke near the first down marker.
Gonna be close. Depends where they spot it.
Up. Once again, Luke Loeffler. I apologize to you for the second time. Loeffler with the catch on the far side. 8-yard pickup. Well, at the first game, Debbie used to doing stats, and she was trying to keep turnovers, but there weren't enough to keep her busy, and I said, forget it. It's not worth it. Just enjoy the game. That's why they have newspapers. Although I'll tell you, today's newspapers don't do a lot with high school coverage.
No.
Over the years, they've been limiting their coverage. It's sad in a way.
Well,
really
it is sad, the way of the newspaper type of thing.
It is. 2 splits on either side. Now one goes in motion. Bennett in motion. Running play, Rinaldi. Rinaldi has a first down.
Wow.
See you around up to the 46-yard line. Nick
Very
Rinaldi
nice.
with a 23-yard pickup.
Very nice run by Nick.
Rinaldi with a nice run up the middle, eventually taken down by Muhammad Akar.
A car on the stop. And the other thing was, they hadn't done much of that, and Medway wasn't expecting it.
Right.
On the 46-yard line.
Splits on either side. If the quarterback wants to pass. Short drop, short pass, drop.
Yeah. Yep. It's
Tend
kind
to
of a
receiver,
quickie.
Rinaldi.
Russo's
Yes.
pass intended for number
Can't see those numbers, can we? It's getting dark.
second and
It
10.
was Rinaldi. Process of elimination. I don't see anybody else out there with that number, except that guy I saw. It is Rinaldi on the reception.
You know, they're not going to change it, but wouldn't it have been great just to make the numbers white? Oh, my God.
How many years? How many years have you said that?
Oh, too
And you're
many.
absolutely right. White with a blue trim. Oh, who needs the blue trim? Just white. It's so practical. I don't care about how pretty it looks. The fans want to see the numbers. Russo drops back. Russo throws. Russo can't reach. Poke. He was under a lot of pressure. Number 58 for 1. Maxwell Hundemark.
You know, and Huntermark really, I was very impressed with the fact that he didn't level Grady.
My best friend Luke Loeffler gives the official the flag back. I just wanted to get his name right, that's all. I think it fell out of his pocket. There was no flag.
Good.
By the way, that should never happen. A flag should not fall out of your pocket. Nobody's going, what did we do wrong? We didn't see anything.
There's still discussion. There's still
Oh
discussion
my gosh, it
going
was a
on.
flag. 5, 10.
Something's
That's a
going
personal
on.
foul, isn't it? Personal. I think he said personal foul. That is the most awful signal I've ever seen.
Oh.
I swear he said personal foul, and it kind of like indicated, but I'm not in the mood.
Yeah. I think unfortunately we got the disabled ref there, the one with the arm.
Is that what that is?
Yeah. Yeah. So it's nothing personal.
What happened?
Timeout Dover-Sherborn there. First
See.
timeout of the half.
Okay, I never noticed that.
Yeah.
But I still couldn't. Was that personal foul?
You know,
It was hard to tell.
yeah. Without a zoom
I
in.
mean, no offense intended at all.
No,
I
no,
had no
I know you didn't mean
I'm
it.
glad you pointed it out. 6:55 to go in the quarter. And DS takes the first time off for either team. My wife is now wondering, it's getting cold. Is this what I signed up for?
Yeah.
Number 50, Oliver Ferrari. Number 55, Logan Lancaster. Number 56, Derek Daly. Number 58, Tim Cofield. Number 62, Ben Wayne. Number 72, Ryan Kane. Number 77, Michael Nadeau. Doing the dirty work in the trenches.
Way to go, Raiders!
Nice applause for the seniors, I believe that was, in the Raiders squad. Is that about right?
Could be. Who's out there?
Well, just who was out there. I didn't catch the beginning of that.
Yeah,
Oh,
I didn't
coach.
either. I
Yeah.
was trying to look at what the conversation was going on with our head coach.
Bennett in the slot near side. Out on the closest to the bench is Polk. And running to that side. Over the middle. Bennett! One tackler beat. Comes to the other side. Bennett down to the 40. Bennett down to the 30. 20. See ya around. Touchdown!
Wow. Wow. Very nice play. There was just, I'm looking for a flag. There's no flag. There was a couple falls or flails by Medfield. Trying to tackle him, and very nice. Very nice. And you know, the interesting thing, it was a short little pass, right for about 5 yards, in between the defensive backs and in front of the front line. And it was perfect. And he caught it, and off to the races. Nice job.
Murphy will try to do the orders. He does. 7-0 Raiders.
Well, there you go, Bruce. 6:37 left in the second quarter, and we got a 7-0 lead. We being Dover-Sherborn over Medway Mustangs.
Here's another thing for you. With Medway's number of points scored and least points against, it's so vast. I mean, so fast, like 100 to 13 or something. I mean, it's weird. This is the first time they're trailing.
That's
How do you
interesting.
handle that on the sideline when you're a coach? Hey guys, we're losing now. And Bennett, when he beat the first blocker, I said to myself, he could go.
Yeah,
And then he picks up the speed.
it's just absolutely wonderful. to
And
watch.
let's go back. I don't believe, since you and I have been doing these games, is anybody faster than him. He's got quite a track star from a track star family as well. And you look at Bennett, he's not a big back, but he's sleek.
Right. Not big at all.
Ground ball, shortstop. Picked up by an up man. He's at his own 27 to the 30, 32, 32 and a half. Going once, going twice, and he's down. Maybe.
Not yet. The whistle has not blown.
That whistle should have blown 5 seconds ago.
Wow.
If that ball came loose, it would have been a disaster.
Wow. That was like a scrum. I thought I was watching a rugby game right here.
Why would you wait so long?
Don't know.
Up, Raiders!
Don't know.
After the rugby scrum, the ball
That's what the announcers.
He heard us.
He heard
He
me.
heard us.
by the entire team.
Are we that loud? Ball exactly on the 31. Here comes the center. Huntermark. You cannot say his name softly. You can't say Huntermark. It doesn't work.
Hunter Mark.
Sean Converse.
Raiders!
calling out what he wants. Timeout defense. Second time.
Timeout offense. Timeout defense. Us. Yeah, I meant
Oh.
Dover-Sherborn. Hello. Around the dasher.
Behind the dasher.
Yeah, right? Jack Edwards always says that because remember Bob Wilson,
Yep.
back for the Bruins way back in the old days.
He's my favorite hockey announcer of all time.
Bob Wilson? Yeah. He painted a picture.
Yes, Bob Wilson.
Yeah. The exact picture of what was going on the ice.
I don't know if he came from a newspaper background or what, but he had a gift of words, and he knew how to use as few as possible to describe something, and let the viewer or listener paint this whole picture.
I remember when I was very young, my dad gave me a AM transistor radio, and I used to listen to the Bruins in bed as I was going to sleep, and it was amazing. He was just, I knew everything that was going on in that game and where everybody was.
Yes. You know who could do that in baseball? Chuck Thompson of the Baltimore Orioles. When I listened to Chuck Thompson do a game, I thought I was inside the baseball because that's how precisely he described where the ball was going. And some guys have that gift. Unfortunately, it passed through
I was gonna say.
right over our heads.
Nice pressure. That should be
Now
a penalty.
that is a grounding. And if the official doesn't call it, I'm sorry, but you're wrong. There's no white shirt there.
That is kind of, I'm taken aback.
The MIAA rule is if you're out of the pocket and in the pocket, you can't throw the ball where there's no receiver without a grounding being called, and the official just blew it.
That was the epitome of throwing it down.
It's textbook definition.
Yeah.
I guess they're allowed a mistake, but not an obvious one, you know?
You know, I guess it's discretion. How many yards away was the
I
receiver?
didn't see anybody.
I didn't either, to be honest with
They're
you.
in Charlestown, as far as I know. 6:13 to go. 2nd and 10 to 31. Converse, another free shot at it. Man in motion. Hands off on a reverse. And it's going nowhere! Thank you very much. Loeffler on the stop or Rinaldi? Let me see.
Way to go, Raiders!
The Garabedian with the carry. It was Rinaldi.
Isn't that terrible?
Cannot see his
it's
number.
terrible.
I'm telling you.
The lights are
Awful. And we're also in a dead zone with the lights.
Yeah.
The sun is down, the lights are on, but they're really not taking the full effect that we will have in the second half. But yeah, when you can't see a number that on the far side of the field, someone should rethink that. Oh yeah, in front of us. That's perfect. 20 yards away, but not when it's 70 yards away. We complain a lot, don't we? But justifiably so.
deep defense now.
3rd and 14, Converse over center. Puts a man in motion. Converse drops. Look out! Throws! Got his man! Not even close to a first down. The big back is knocked down, number 42, and it's Ryan Abrams.
You know, they threw that ball about 6 yards to where they had to get to the first down, but you're right, that was a big boy that they threw it to. And I'm sure he's been used to plowing his way for several more yards after the catch, but Johnny Bennett stood up and pushed him right out of bounds.
Well, the problem with Converse was he had no time to throw. He was going to be schmoused in the backfield. He had to get rid of the ball, so he had no time to wait either.
That was a great setup on defense for Dover-Sherborn, expecting the pass. And sure as shooting, that's what happened.
4th down. They is going for it.
Interesting.
I think this is a very bad idea. I don't care which team you're on. You're on your own 37. This is not a gutsy move. This is a foolish play. Even if it works, yeah, good for you, but it's not a good call. Converse drops. Look out! They're coming for him. They hit him!
Wow.
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
Nick Rinaldi! He said, you want to do that? I'll show you what for.
Wow, there was no mercy on that hit, I'll tell you. Quarterback was rolling out, looking, and that was another defensive coverage sack right there. Nobody was open.
Well, the thing with Converse was he should have thrown it. He had nothing to lose. Just get rid of the ball.
Yeah. Right.
Because look,
It was going to be a loss anyway.
First and 10 at the 29, and I would have stood by it. If he'd scored a touchdown, I would have stood by it. You don't do that in the first half of a football game when you're trailing, unless you're cocky.
Well,
Hello? I didn't say that, did I?
no.
I'm just saying maybe. Fresh football, fresh set of downs. Dover-Sherborn leading 7-0 with just over 4 minutes to go in the quarter. Nicholas Russo has the ball. I know it's Grady Russo. What do I care?
Okay.
Russo running for the first. He's got 7, 8, 9, 10, 15
my.
out of bounds. Nick Russo, Grady Russo. Maybe he has a brother named Dick.
Tucked his
Russo.
head down to avoid a tackle, and he got about 6 more yards after that. Just a wonderful run.
So the Medway coach is saying to himself, what did I do? Because even if they don't score, look where they're going to be if Dover-Sherborn turns the ball over.
You know, at this point right now, they could probably go for a field goal.
Well,
Pretty close.
not yet.
Not quite, but pretty close.
Yeah.
You know?
I got to say, these are still high school kickers.
Yeah.
But you're right, they're close enough to think about it if time permits. I mean, if the situation permits. Because that flag is in your favor. Russo. Grady, not Nick.
Oh,
It was supposed to be a
no.
wildcat play, and it bombed. Oh, no. Let's see what happens. Official's not indicating.
I think it's Raiders ball.
Raiders ball. Because otherwise, Medway would be up and down, jumping all over the place. It was a bum play, but it worked out in the favor of the Raiders. So now they're looking at 2nd and 14. Not so bad.
Could have been worse. Could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, it could have been me out there. Never. See, now I need my glasses. I can't see anything.
Yeah, it's getting that stage. The sun is completely down, past the horizon. Now the lights are starting to get stronger,
Yeah.
or having more of an effect, put it that way.
2nd and they say 13. Trips to the right. Russo calling it out. Drops back. Nice protection. Home run ball.
Oh, my
Open.
goodness.
Touchdown. He dropped it. Ball intended for Britt. He was all by himself. And
Oh, that's a shame.
Russo's attempt intended for number 5, Aiden Britt. Incomplete. 3rd and 13.
Well, right theory. It was a great play.
he had his man beat.
Yep, it was a great play.
Medway looks like they're just totally discombobulated by Dover-Sherborn.
I told you in the beginning of the game, what Bruce and I have noticed in the past 2 games, home games, that Dover-Sherborn, the first game, they started doing a lot of different plays, and then the second game, they really started doing a lot of different plays, and they're continuing that trend right today.
Trips to the right, one to the left. Russo, 3rd and long. Protection breaking down, throws, finds Bennett. Touchdown, maybe. Nope, it's on the 1 or 2. Johnny Bennett with the 1st and goal. The ball was on the 21. He picked up about 19, 20. 1st and goal, close to the 1. Make
Wow.
that the 1. 1. And you know something? Smash mouth football. Let the clock run down. You got 4 tries.
Yep.
Now, hop along Cassidy's back on the field. Grady Russo's really limping now.
Yeah, you don't like to see that,
No.
you know.
No, he's been hit. And they knew it was going to happen. I watched it at the Bellingham game. They pulled him out. They taped him to the max, and they went back out there. Kid is one trooper. He's going to be over center. Show them nothing. Rinaldi behind him. Nick's getting the ball without doubt. I think. Oh, Grady could keep it. Pitch to Bennett! Bennett, touchdown! Make that Britt with the touchdown!
There you go. That was a nice play. Really nice play.
And you know something? Britt made up for that ball he didn't catch.
He just exploded right through the middle. You know, I think Medfield is not expecting those type of plays at all.
Neither is Medway.
Oh my God, I keep doing it. You know, when I first moved from the North Shore out here, it's like, how many M towns are around here?
I
You know?
remember last time Medway was in 2 years ago. Kick is up.
Yeah,
It's good.
that's good.
14-0, Dover-Sherborn. You were doing Millis. Medway was here and you were doing Millis.
Oh.
It's hard because there's a Medway, Millis,
Medfield,
Medfield.
Millis.
Makawaka.
Now I can't think of like five of them. You know,
Why?
Milford.
Milford.
Yeah,
Why would you
yeah.
name all your M towns in one area?
I know. Isn't that
What, you're not looking at the map?
The only one that isn't close is Medford. You know,
That's Metha.
Meffa,
Say it right.
as they say.
So Britt with the touchdown on the 1-yard run, and Medway saying, the kid's got to be saying, why the heck didn't we punt? But you don't say that to a coach, of course. $1.50 to go in the half. DS with an astounding first half. I was hoping they'd hang in, make it a close game, see how it goes. And maybe Medway was thinking, maybe they'll hang in for a while, but we're so good. But you're only as good as your current game.
Yeah.
But no one else ever said that before, right?
You know, Steve Ryan is calling a good game today.
And we said 2 weeks ago, he works the personnel he's got, and he knows what to do with them.
Mm-hmm.
Third-year coach. Or fourth-year coach. I don't want it, but you know what?
No,
What was that?
no,
What was that?
that was an offside.
Oh, was it? Okay, yeah, I just saw that, yeah.
Sides on Dover-Sherborn.
So, is this the time where you let him kick it deep? No squibber? I don't know.
Sure.
By the way, I did tell the coach this morning he was starting all seniors. I said, well, I'm a senior and I can... I didn't volunteer you. I said, I can kick it 10 yards or less if you need me to.
10 yards or less, that's right.
I don't know why he didn't get back to me. I'm still looking into that. Mike Klein said to me, I don't mind playing. I can call for a fair catch and a punt, no problem.
Yeah.
Another grounder.
No.
Left halfback gets it. Running up the middle. Deciding that's not a good idea. Flag on the play. Returned by number 16, Nick Garabedian.
Flag on the play.
I did not see what the penalty was. It was on the other side. It might have been an illegal block.
Unless we're like way up high, you're not going to see a lot of those kind of penalties from our angle. There's no way. Let's see how they're calling it.
The Zebras are in convention.
Well, Medway's going way back, so they know.
Was that
Got
a
a hold.
holding?
That's
Yeah.
a hold on Medway.
Yeah.
Holding on Medway.
That is Britt's first touchdown of the year, for those who are wondering. And that would also be Johnny Bennett's fourth touchdown of the year earlier.
With 1:43 remaining in the half.
As you might have heard in the background, $1.43 to go, and the snack shack is open. Art,
Yeah, you getting ready for the hot cocoa?
you still owe me. Converse hands off. Oh my gosh, we got a flag. It could be one of two things: face mask, which I doubt, or a hold.
On the play.
Hold.
Owen in on the tackle.
That's a holding spot, isn't it?
Could be.
Medway's not going forward, that's for sure. They're backing up.
Yeah.
Check that. Rinaldi.
Another hold.
Oh, face mask.
Face
it
mask.
looks like.
Well, he went to his arm first.
Oh.
No, it is a face mask, you're right.
Face mask
5-10.
on Dover-Sherborn.
Oh, you can't call 15 on that. I didn't even see it.
Result of the play.
Well, it's a 15-yard penalty. Because they can call 5, 10, 15, can't they? They have that variance.
I thought it was 5 or 15.
5-yard line.
I don't know. It's MIAA now.
4-yard line.
Well, then
You're
we'll
in
just,
a world of
we'll just make it up as we go along.
crazies. Yeah. Yeah.
Don't step into that neutral zone. We know what happens then, right?
Crazy.
One back. And I'll tell you, Matt Child, as good as he is, they've not used him much. He's in pass protection now. Converse throws. Now who's he throwing it to?
Was the flag.
Okay, you know you blew it once, but don't blow it
Wow.
twice.
I gotta be honest with you.
I looked.
Flabbergasted.
I
There
am
was nobody.
overwhelmed.
There it
Yay!
comes. There it
He
comes.
threw the flag because he must have been gotten screamed at from the near sideline.
Grounding.
And the official said, yeah, we got to call it on Medway. I'm really ticked about this. It took that long to figure it out.
I know. Somebody messed up on their job.
It's not like you have to lay out a ruler to figure that one out.
There was nobody near him.
So Medway going way back. That's a 15, that's a, what's that, 300-yard penalty? What is that?
You know, Bruce and I have said this before, that is actually a terrible rule change in as far as the
I
kids'
agree.
health.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, they're forced to hang on to the ball and get hit.
$1.07 to go in the quarter. Absolutely. There's no any quarterback. You don't want to see that happen. He should, outside the tackle boxes, they do it in the college and the pros. They used to do it here. They don't allow him to throw the ball away. It's terrible, terrible rule change. They hand off. They've given up the half. And the clock was 2 seconds too slow. It moved, and then the clock said, "Oh, I'm supposed to move now."
You know, we've had issues with the clock a little bit.
And we never complain.
No.
Look at your son down there. Is your son and Sebastian on the sideline dancing? There's something weird about your family, you noticed? They're having fun down there.
Yeah,
Cam and
like
Sebastian.
doing their job.
They're doing their Instagram job from the near sideline. And between plays, they dance a little bit.
Hey, trying to keep
Converse,
warm.
home run ball, all the way downfield. Nobody there.
Except
Except the defender! Oh my gosh! Number 28? 14, Mike Polk.
good job, good job.
He overthrew his receiver by half a country. And Mike Polk saying, "Why are you throwing to me? I'll take it."
I'll take it.
So with 17 seconds, I'm not sure what you do. You go for a long pass, timeout, field goal?
You know, it's kind of interesting. I think Medway is changing up their plays. They're trying to be more conservative, and in the first few drives, they were, you know, doing a lot more, and they were getting a lot more penetration field. And now they've
Yep.
concentrated more on running up the middle or doing weird. I don't know.
Unless it's their running back, unless Childs is hurt for some reason, he's not getting the ball enough. So, Russo, all the way downfield to Bennett. No, far side.
Oh!
That was Rinaldi.
Oh!
Almost had it.
Almost.
So I guess they're not going to go easily into that halftime show.
Go easy into the night.
Loeffler? They got to stop this. That was Loeffler again.
Yeah.
At halftime, I'll go over and apologize to him for you and me.
Well, you know,
Well, just for me.
I think we'll just spray paint the numbers white.
Luke, we're so sorry, but we really
Yep.
can't see that well. In 2024, there's no difference in my world right now. So from now on, even if Bennett has the ball, I'm going to say Loeffler, because that could make up for it.
Just accept the apologies and
Nine-
we'll go forward.
9 seconds.
Another
Jackson
bomb.
breaking down. Do not get hit. He's going to run out of bounds. He's going to run upfield and let the clock go down.
Yep.
So we are at halftime.
There should be a couple seconds
I
left
know,
on
they're-
that
they're
clock.
They're not going to do that.
Ryan's out there telling them, but
They're not going to listen.
nah.
They don't listen to anybody.
No.
It's obvious. They're not even sure what's going on some of the time. So the score at halftime with us, Grady Russo getting up slowly. That's Russo's in front of me. I don't know who that is. We're going to keep it here. We got a lineman down for Dover-Sherborn. 70.
Is that 75?
Yeah, 75 or 7, I can't tell. And they're going to get him up slowly. That could be Badeau. Yeah, it's probably Badeau. Mikhail Badeau. Just going to stay here a second. You seen 75? 76? I'm assuming it's Badeau. It could be Federico. You know what? We got a 10-minute halftime break coming up, 9.5 to go in that break. We'll pause momentarily and wait for you to come back for the second half. You are watching Dover-Sherborn Cable TV.
The COVID vaccine is a critical tool to protect yourself and end the pandemic.
But you might have questions about its safety.
The same safety measures used for all vaccines were used for the COVID vaccine.
Tens of thousands participated in vaccine trials to prove it's safe.
Since then, millions of people of all races and ethnicities have gotten the vaccine and experienced only mild side effects.
I got the vaccine to protect myself, my family, and my patients.
When it's your turn, trust the facts. Get the vax.
No rest for the weary. Halftime's over. Both teams back in the field. And Medway, regrettingly, has to kick off to Dover-Sherborn from their perspective. Don't know what the Medway coach said at halftime, but there had to be a long talk going on. Bruce Glazer waiting for Art Crandall to return with his jacket. That one, Bennett's not going to return, or is he? No, he downs it in the end zone. So, 14-0, we have it. Each team tried a field goal and missed in the first quarter. Then Johnny Bennett scored the first touchdown of the game on a 52-yard run, followed by a 5-yard run by Aiden Britt, both in the second quarter. Dover-Sherborn going left to right in the third quarter. And Art, now it's perfect lighting for a real football game. So the time officially, boing, is almost 7:45 in the evening.
Okay.
This is a nice time to have the lights on. But you know the other part of it is, you could have played at 5 o'clock too, and you would have had a full lighting for the whole game. But I think they wanted a regular atmosphere, a regular time 6:30 game. So Diaz starting on the touchback at the 20-yard line. Handoff. Just a straight buck play off left right guard, went for naught. Nick Rinaldi on the carry.
You know, I meant to tell you that was a fantastic kickoff. Went all the way back and was a touchback.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't even noticing. I was watching you run from the parking lot, and I was too busy laughing to watch the kickoff. No, actually, it was a heck of a kickoff. Bennett did not expect it. He turned around, just downed it. And it's very rare John Bennett will down a ball in the end zone. And I did ask Mr. Russo, Grady's father, if there's a Nick Russo in the family, and he said, well, there must be one somewhere, but not in our family. And he said, yeah, Grady's leg is hurting, but you know something, it hurts a lot less when you're winning.
Yeah.
And I got something else to tell you, too, about what he saw and what we saw. The same thing, really. Okay, second and eight. Motion by Bennett. Protection good. Whistle. No, run. Run. Bruce didn't see Rinaldi. Nice handoff. I didn't even see it.
Nice handoff. Nice play.
Grady Russo's dad said that he believes Medway came out here cocky.
Yeah.
That's what you and I talked about.
Yeah.
And it was like the intentional groundings. Yeah, he saw it the same way. It was so obvious to everybody who was watching the game. Intentional grounding is what the rule says.
Yep.
But the coach on the far side is yelling at his team, trying to organize them. And the problem is when you don't punt in a situation and you give the ball up on fourth down and deep in your own territory, you're not giving your team a good message.
No.
Russo waits the snap. He's got a first down he's working with, short drop. Pressure coming. He gets away, or does he? No, loses the football too.
That
it's white ball
is a break that Medway probably needed.
That was not a good play. Late flag, and I think it's personal foul dancing on the quarterback probably against Medway. I am not. Russo was sacked, lost the ball. It's Medway ball, but you know how you're a kid. I know, but. No, personal foul, you're going to be stepped back 15 yards if that's what it is. If that's what it is. Why are you kicking the flag? He's kicking it, or he's digging a hole to plant something. They're switching footballs? Maybe? No. Pick the flag. Yeah, they switched footballs. Going to move it back. That's a personal foul.
Personal foul.
Medway fans are ticked.
Well, they were in much better field position before that 15-yard.
Dover-Sherborn came out with the intensity. I've not seen that intensity in the Dover-Sherborn team. Even playing Dedham and playing Millis. You didn't need as much intensity, but playing a Medway team, they came out fired up. And as Grady Russo's dad said to me, you could see the big boys from Medway were getting tired and they were slowing down. Now here comes Childs. He's their running back. If they don't feed him, they're just giving up the game. You got to balance your offense.
Yeah, the interesting thing, what you said about the big lineman, defensive lineman for Medway, is that when Grady goes out of the pocket or Bennett or somebody runs, they can't keep up with him. No, they can't keep up with him.
They need to wait for a bus. Ball at the 35, 2nd and 7, and the bus ain't coming. Converse over center. Drops back, turns around, hands off. This time it's Childs. Childs, don't kid yourself. Good running back. That was pretty much all lateral movement, but he did pick up some yardage.
Yeah.
It's a north-south game. The kid can run, but he's not getting the hole.
Number 10, Daniel Sullivan,
Sullivan the stop, 3rd down and 1.
3rd and 1.
You look at the big line leading him up to center. 3rd and 1, key play in this game for Medway. They trail 14-0. Running play, has the 1st down. And the sparse crowd, actually it's not a sparse crowd, it's a decent crowd over there for Medway. We hear them across the way, cheering their team on.
Yeah. You know, it's one of the nights, I was thinking this is what, April, so it'd be like a September, late September type of atmosphere.
Yeah.
Crisp air right now.
I look forward to September in football again. Childs.
Oh.
Childs.
That was all him.
Yeah, it was.
That was all him. He had nobody blocking up front.
He picked up 5-6 yards.
Henry Murphy.
Murphy on the stop.
Hank Murphy.
Long 3.
They're calling it 3 from the PA. All right, 3. We don't care. 3. 2nd and 3.
He does have a better view than we do.
He sure does. He's higher up, too. And that, Rinaldi, I believe, on the stop. Linebacker. Please let it not be Loeffler. Turn around. It's Rinaldi. I got 1 out of 12. Well, Rinaldi is a linebacker. That was the right spot for him to make the tackle.
Calling it a 1st down, 1st and 10.
Oh, my.
So they got the 1st down. Our angle is so far off, it's hard to tell. So they are now on the 16 with Childs doing all the work.
Yeah, so what they're doing is pounding.
Yeah,
just pounding it. Smash mouth football.
Childs tackled by Murphy.
And they're saying, come on, Dover-Sherborn, let us stop us.
Right.
Yeah.
I still think they're cocky.
I do too.
2-yard pickup. So why not just run a wildcat to Childs and get the quarterback off the field if you're going to play like this? But as long as it works, they're going to keep doing it.
Right.
So now the quarterback has to reset his receivers. He's got 3 to the left, 1 to the right. I think it's going to matter, but let's see. Pitch to Childs, loses the ball!
Oh, my goodness.
Blue ball!
Wow, Dover-Sherborn recovered. Amazing. That was an oops play for them.
Well, it's also go to the well too often and something's going to happen.
Yeah.
And it was a bad pitch.
It was not good.
No, not at all. Dover-Sherborn did nothing on that play except pick the ball up. It was all Medway's mistake.
Yes. Yep.
First down Raiders at their own 19-yard.
Well, Medfield got the break they needed, and now they couldn't do anything with it.
And they were helped by Medway.
Oh, my God. Why do I do that?
Because you want to move, that's why.
I want to play that game that Medfield.
You want to move to midfield, and property values are coming down now. Yeah. Every time you say their name, property values drop.
I apologize.
Russo, Bennett in motion. Wildcat play. Rinaldi straight up the right guard side for about 6. I like the Wildcat. It's a nice, what do you call it? Break of continuity.
Yeah.
It keeps the other team thinking.
Yep. And when the defense has a play and all of a sudden the offense comes out with a wildcat, it's like, oh my.
They get in your heads. It's just they start you double guessing yourself. Yep. They're in your head.
Yep.
Last home game for Dover-Sherborn, so far impressing their crowd. Another handoff. Rinaldi! First down! Rinaldi, 46-yard line!
Nice job. Nice job. Very explosive run on that. That last 10 yards was like, wow, track meet material.
21-yard pickup.
They took him down at the knees to get him to stop.
And you know, I'm sure Medway it's all in their heads now. And look at 51, hands on hips.
Mm-hmm.
Big boy, hands on hips. They're tired. Keep pounding them. Bennett in motion, pitch to Johnny. Johnny sweeps around the left side. Nothing picked up.
Not much there.
Late flag. I was waiting for that. Got 2 late flags.
Yep.
I saw what looked like some extracurricular activity.
I think so.
Johnny Bennett around left end.
A little too intense
Let's see.
after the whistle.
See who it's on.
I can't imagine it being on anybody else, unfortunately, than
Medway?
Medway.
Yeah, I can't imagine either. Yep, exactly what it is. Personal foul, Medway. Now that's called personal foul equals frustration.
Yeah,
Frustration.
yeah, pretty much.
And, you know, no matter what the coach says or did, that no punt will haunt them. You can't go in the locker room and say, oh, guys, I'm sorry. They're kids.
No.
You're their leader.
Yeah.
40-yard line.
The ball right in front of us, the nose, the tippy tip at the 40-yard line. Debbie Glazer puts her hood on. She's ready for the third quarter to carry on. You and I, we don't know any better. You have your hat on.
I got my DSC TV hat on.
I don't know any better. Poke comes this way. Slot inside to the right. Now that slot man, Miss Bennett, he's moving. High snap, screen, poke. Poke can't get away. Yes, he does. Poke to the 32. And that is what the difference is in this game.
You know, the interesting thing was you saw Johnny Bennett going to the other side, and nobody from Medfield was following him. So you knew they were in the they weren't man-to-man. They were in zone defense. And when Bennett went out there, they were too deep because they were in zone defense.
Right.
And he went right in between and got it and picked up, 8 yards?
8 yards.
Yeah.
From the near hash, Grady looks around. Bet you that leg's not bothering him now. Wildcat!
Oh.
No flag. We got backfield in motion.
Yeah.
Somebody jumped. And I think they know it. And the culprit, number 22, Charlie Budd, he knows you don't move forward before the ball snaps.
You know, it was a total fake out, and
It might have worked.
It could have worked.
It's 5 yards.
You know,
And you think about it, each team has made one mistake, the punt for Medway and the fumble for Dover-Sherborn, but Dover-Sherborn got the ball back.
yeah.
Right directly in front of my nose, 2nd and 7. Flip, Bennett turns it back in. Bennett straight ahead, stood up and pushed back. Let go.
For no gain.
And you know, that's what I don't get. They're playing such crass football. They know they're getting personal fouls, and yet they're still pushing after the whistle.
Yeah.
And the official's saying, okay, let's see if you want another one. The officials don't like to be balked like that. No official wants to be stood up or shown up.
Showing up. Yep. And you know, it's absolutely true. And I think that, like you said, frustration, because if they can't stop them, they're going to hurt them. And you don't want to see that.
No, you don't. Daly over the ball. His quarterback is in the shotgun. He's got Bud next to him. Giving Rinaldi a breather. Screen to Bennett. Bennett looks for a hole. Nothing.
That was tough.
Yeah.
And you know, Bennett knew that there was no place to go before he even got the ball. And it was like, don't throw it to me because...
Yeah.
But the play was already going on. Yeah, so midfield had that covered.
So let's see. Will Dover-Sherborn go for it or will they punt? I'm just being sarcastic.
Yeah, interesting.
It's 4th and about 11.
So they're at the 41 of Medfield.
I don't think they're going for it, are they?
You know, there's a minute 34 seconds left in the quarter, so I think time will run out.
Well, no.
I mean, they'll get a penalty. Time can't run out. They don't have a minute and 24, do they?
So basically, you burn the clock, call a timeout?
Maybe.
It's been done before. Yeah, that's what they're doing. That's exactly what they're doing. Good call, Art.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, it's strategy.
Why do I feel the Medway Dover-Sherborn competition is heating up much more than playing Medfield? Well, it's Tri-Valley Large versus Tri-Valley Small. Both these teams are Tri-Valley Small.
Yeah.
It makes it more competitive.
It definitely makes it more competitive.
Absolutely. The standings.
Timeout, Dover-Sherborn, their first time out of the half.
So was there a penalty? No penalty.
No. That was the confusion. I don't know what's up with this officiating crew, if they've been working together for a long time or a short time or what, but it seems like a little bit of miscommunication because as our coach Ryan was out there going, I was looking at him. He was looking at the back judge going, okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 type of thing, and that's when he wanted the timeout. And I don't think it was totally communicated with all the zebras.
Thank you. So far, I throw my water bottle down. Now I throw my pen down. I'm discombobulated.
Excited, Bruce. Just excited. It's football again.
You know, you're right. And it's nice to know when this season ends in mid-April, there'll be another one in September.
I know, right?
And most likely a 10-game schedule. No reason not to.
No, in Massachusetts, I guess they're opening up everybody to be able to have a shot next week or something. Soon, anyway.
Well,
anybody who wants one.
So what do we got? We got fourth down, and they are going for it. I have mixed feelings on this one. Grady drops back. They're pushing. Grady open. Grady throws on the run. Man open. Poke.
Goodness.
Pokes to the 14-yard line, 15-yard line.
What a nice play. You know, Grady, I think what Grady's doing is he's saying, I can run faster to the outside than these big guys, and I'm going to do that. And he's been throwing very effectively today on the run.
And maybe that's the reason why they took the chance with a 2-touchdown lead.
Yeah.
And this is like sticking a dagger into Medway if they score.
It really is.
Medway had the turnover. So on the punt, there was a touchdown. The no punt, there was a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Now you get a beautiful fumble recovery, and Medway does. And they turn it over again. Now here comes Diaz down the field.
Yeah, more after this play.
Yeah.
I'll tell you about that.
On the 16, last play of the quarter. Scream. Nick can't hold on.
Nope, not last play of the quarter.
You're right.
So anyway, you know what happened, I think, is Medway is self-destructing. I had to stop there for a second. Medway is self-destructing because you're right. They were down at the 10-yard line with that fumble recovery. And they immediately got a 15-yard penalty before the play was even over. And they did nothing, and then they ended up fumbling. So that was a huge, huge change of whole effort there. Momentum change, the whole thing.
What's that's the line from the movie, we don't need no stinking badges.
Yeah.
Like, we don't need no stinking punt. But you know something? Cockiness will come back to haunt you.
Yeah.
You can't remain that way and try to win football games.
You know, I think on that one, I think Ryan thinks his defense might be okay at, to hold him.
Wildcat, Rinaldi straight ahead, stood up after about a 3-yard pick. Up.
Call a timeout, maybe? What do you do? No, you don't call a timeout. It's only third quarter. So,
no, I think they just want to burn the quarter out.
Yeah. Yeah, they have a whole nother quarter to go. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, my gosh. It's like, yeah, let's just go down the other way. But very selfishly, I wanted to play in front of us instead of all the way down where we didn't see it.
I think the other thing is it's third down. At the end of 3 quarters, it's 14-0 Dover-Sherborn. But you're setting for a field goal as well.
Because they'll have the flag, the win, right at their back, looking at the flag. You're right.
If you tuned in late, you missed senior night. Shame on you. 2 field goals, one by Dover-Sherborn and one by Medfield. Thanks a lot, Art.
Medfield, oh, there's that one.
Medway.
Oh.
Both teams missed their first quarter field goals. Then Johnny Bennett scored on a 52-yard run, and then followed up by Aiden Britt with a $1.50 to go in the half. That's where your score is. Dover-Sherborn 14-0 over Medway. And if you missed it, mid-second quarter, Medway, fourth down in their own territory, decided we don't punt, and they basically turned the ball over in downs. When they didn't punt, they didn't make it. And Dover-Sherborn went in and scored that second touchdown.
And not just did they not make it, they had, I think, about a 15-yard loss on that play.
Let's go over something else. When the fourth quarter showed up 3 weeks in a row for Medway, they were ahead by a lot of points. They could rest their big guys. They can't rest them.
No, not at all. You know, it's interesting. One of the things I always say about an analogy of the big people is that if you look at the Canadian Football League, the field is, 40 yards longer,
right,
and 10 yards wider. And so you get the big guys of the NFL linemen, they can't run all that way all the time.
Yeah.
They can't do it.
Shotgun, Rousseau going to run it. Roll out, option play, touchdown ball. Dropped.
Almost.
Look, Loeffler, because I owe him one. I couldn't tell the number if you gave it to me. I can't even see. Hey, Loeffler. Nope. It was Michael Polk.
You know, it took the announcer a long time. He's got a way better position than we do.
So it's field goal time for Henry Murphy with 11:51 to go in the quarter. Murph will try a 15-yard field goal with Moore the holder.
Yeah, so that'll be what, 25, 20, 32-yard field.
Exactly.
32 yards.
32-yard attempt coming. Murphy's got the leg.
He's got the leg.
And the wind. Ball down, up, looks off to the right. Good! Just inside the upright. Good!
Good job. Good job. That's wonderful. So now it's 17-0, 11:44. And you know, that was a very strategic move to let the clock wind down in the third quarter to go to the fourth quarter. So we have the wind at our back, which came right into play during that Murph field goal. It was just outstanding play. Seems a good coaching in this game right here for Ryan, Steve Ryan.
I was going to say that, you know, he has coached an outstanding game. Bellingham got away from this team. Bellingham came on strong, and they wouldn't stop. It was 14-7 Bellingham at halftime, and then they went on to rout this team. And I think that hurts a lot of pride, and it hurts the coach. And Bellingham had an outstanding victory. Kudos to them. But today, Medway has no idea what hit them. It almost feels like there's mud every time they move their feet. So now for Dover-Sherborn, you don't get cocky. You don't hit late.
No.
Let's go, special teams! Get in there, boys!
I think that's Mr. Fryer.
Oh, is that Oliver Ferrari?
Yep, Mr. Fryer.
He could do our games without a microphone.
I think so.
Up man gets the ball. Number 14, looking for a weep. He's got a weep, but not a big hole. See, a weep's a small hole.
You know, that was a decent run back for what he had.
Yeah, he had nothing.
He had nothing. Dipsy-do all the way in and out. And
so Luke Fruiton brings it back to his own 38. Good field position. So now this means Converse has to throw the ball. And I think this team works a lot off the run, so this is not exactly their, run and shoot offense.
Yeah.
I mean, passing. What am I looking for? Something with the word shoot in it.
Yeah.
Run and gun.
Run and gun.
That sound good?
Sounds great to me.
Let's go, Blue!
See a big wideout all the way to the far.
I'm looking at their touchdowns. Basically, their touchdowns are mostly running.
Get in there, Ray! Get in there!
Throw this way. Caught. Poke. Got him. Poke.
Nope.
Can't stop him.
Take him out of bounds. Keep them in bounds, let the clock run.
Got the first down at midfield. Clock will roll. Do not, exactly what you said, keep them in bounds.
So, that was a very interesting play because Polk was the only defender on that whole side to that one person, and everybody else for Medway was more toward their left, and that's who they threw to.
Connor Cooley looking at his wristband for the play. He just caught the last pass. They put him in motion. Converse drops back. Blitz is on. Throws. Intercepted!
Wow. That is absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. The pressure to make that throw.
Henry Murphy!
He was going to get sacked. Oh, that's wonderful.
Was the,
what I see is what Medfield's doing is they're not throwing a bunch of receivers down, with the exception of that last play where they just isolated Polk.
Sorry, so I'm just coughing my life away.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Keep going.
They just isolated Polk. They're not. They're just throwing one person down, two people down, and Dover-Sherborn's got the double coverage on him, and that's what happened that last play.
So Murphy made the field goal and made the pick. Britton motion. Rinaldi straight ahead. 5, 6.
And that's right in front of me. So that's where they are. Beautiful 5-yard pickup. Oh, they're giving it 6. But it's, 6.
It's definitely 6.
Yeah.
Knows the ball, leaning on the 40-yard line. 2nd and 4.
I know everybody's messing up there. The announcer, the public announcer. So that was pretty cool. Daly's on there, and Jack, his brother, is for Dover-Sherborn Cable TV. So he said, like, hey, see my brother with the ball?
High snap, rushes on. Russo throws, sees his man, throws it out of bounds. No! Oh, they don't even know the rule. Forget it. They don't even know the rule. There was a receiver in bounds. This officiating crew needs to go back to school. Yes, he threw it out of bounds, but there was a receiver in bounds on the sideline. If you're not going to call the first one, you can't call this one.
All right.
Whatever.
Flag is waved off. There's
Yep.
no flag in the play.
Yep. And they got that right, Bruce. They got it right.
That's Mrs. Russo over there. I swear. She is yelling at the official, and he's
Right there?
hearing. That's her boy.
Yeah.
She's laughing now, but I think she yelled out, "That's not a foul." And the official said, "Yeah, I guess she's right." Blonde lady. Yeah. I mean, I'll say Russo made a mistake. Russo kept going the wrong way. But at that point, he had nowhere else to go.
Right.
He dropped back and put himself in a real hole. We're now looking at 3rd and 4. Britt in motion. Pitch to Britt. Britt comes around the inside. Looked like an option play, but he went nowhere. And did he stay in bounds?
Couple loss of about 2 or 3.
Punt coming up.
Yeah.
9:38 and the clock moving, and Dover-Sherborn will delay this punt, so it'll be about 39 minutes to go in the game.
So that last drive, the Dover-Sherborn possession, I should say, is about 2.5 minutes off the clock.
It was not a good possession.
It wasn't a good possession, but it took 2.5 minutes off the clock too.
I agree. Murphy steps back to his own 22, bobbles the ball, gets it off!
Holy smokes!
What a smart move! He just whammed that ball. Look at the roll inside the 25.
That is
23,
incredible.
22, and Murphy almost ended up in the hospital.
I don't know how he got that off between all that traffic there. There was so much traffic, I saw a couple of cops getting ready to come on the field, directed. It was crazy.
Good line. Why didn't I think of that? I taught you well.
Thank you, Grasshopper.
So the ball is now on the face of the 22-yard line. 1st and 10, 8:55 to go. What a nice crowd this evening.
Yeah. It's an exciting atmosphere here tonight. It's got that crisp air, but it's not getting colder, so it's kind of steady.
Yeah, it has been. Yeah, I say low 50s. It's
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah.
Perfect football weather.
Hold them, Raiders!
Mr. Ferrari is now our third announcer.
That's right.
Converse throws, got his man.
Uh-oh.
Got his man getting away.
Uh-oh.
Coming down the far sideline, number 7.
Yeah.
Connor Cooley has been the only receiver who's had any kind of receptions for them.
You know.
There's no excuse at this point for not covering Cooley better.
No.
But he's
Well,
got speed.
He's got speed.
Give him credit.
And, you know, they did have a little bit going on in the backfield.
Flag at the end of the reception. I think it's a flag down there.
You know,
on the 40.
I thought there was,
at the
but
38 on the far side.
is it against them? Them being Medway?
I would say it's against Dover.
Oh, God. How can they be that dumb?
So they went out, bought the cement truck, thought they'd poured all the cement onto their feet, but they haven't. They're pouring more cement on themselves. That is coaching. I mean, it's stupid, kids. I agree, but it's coaching. You tell your kids at halftime, no more personal fouls, and they better listen.
Yeah.
And they're committing a personal foul in the fourth quarter. That's coaching. So now they're way back at their own 44, at their own
44?
44, 1st and 10. Coming out this way. Drop!
Oh.
Way to be there, Raiders! Way
Number
to be
13,
ready!
Brian Grimes. See, now that's the first pass to Grimes. I'm sure he heard footsteps, and he's also thinking, I gotta catch this ball.
Yeah.
And then everything just overwhelmed him.
Yeah.
But how many personal fouls? Would you say 5 against Medway? 4
Oh,
anyways.
yeah, something like that.
5. There's no call for that.
No.
And if the same guy does it again, you got to throw him out.
Yeah.
No need for that in high school sports.
No.
Sorry. And the coach better calm this team down, or this game can get away from everybody. Converse running
He's
for his
wide.
life.
He's got at
Converse
least.
got some room. He's knocked out of bounds. That better not be a flag because he was
No.
hit legally.
He didn't go out of bounds on his own, so, you know, so getting hit to go out of bounds is perfectly within the rules.
Right.
You know, he didn't slide. He didn't go out of bounds. He didn't do anything. He was looking for all the real estate he could get, so no penalty there.
And there has not been, you know, Dover-Sherborn has played a very good penalty-free game. Not perfect. They had a man in motion at one point.
Well, that's not penalty-free then, right? If they had one penalty.
Yeah. Converse!
No.
Throws it away again!
It's the flag, ref. That's,
Now that's another flag.
Great job, boys!
That should be intentional grounding.
Yeah.
And I'm not playing homer. I'm just saying the rule says no receive. Foul! There's a flag. Or there's a foul. Flag on the play.
yeah. You know,
But where's
the MIAA
It's an awful
really
rule.
needs to educate their referees, umpires, judges, the zebras.
he just called it intentional grounding.
Yeah, there was so much inconsistency there.
So we've had four potentials, 3 called. I think.
No,
No, 2 out of 4. There's been
we should have got called for one, theoretically. No, we didn't.
so each team got away with one supposedly. No, they didn't. It was legit.
It was
And it's
legit
been-
on our side. On
3 on
Dover-Sherborn.
Medway, right? 3 on Medway.
Yeah.
And, so the 15-yard penalty tells us one thing: Dover-Sherborn's pursuit has no solution by Medway.
No.
They cannot keep up with them because of the speed and intensity. The big boys up front for Medway cannot handle it.
You know, that's one of the things that if you're not big, you got to be fast. And I think we definitely have the speed asset on our team.
And another thing, I was expecting that both number 32 Childs, and Asimwe would be in the backfield, alternating carries. Asimwe's touched the ball maybe twice, 3 times.
That's interesting. I'm not quite sure what their game plan is.
A little bit of confusion there as the referees sorted out the field. Be patient.
So the PA asking for patience, huh? Patience on the field.
Asking for patience.
These guys must have met for the first time today. You know, the first time today at halftime.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Because they didn't have much of a pre-game chat.
You know, certain umpires or judges, they look for certain things. They're supposed to be covering certain areas.
And they're supposed to help each other.
Today, after a 15-yard penalty, we have it sorted out at a 2nd and 25 for the Mustangs.
You might have heard in the background, 2nd and 25 at their own 39. So,
And it's intentional grounding, a signal again by the referee.
so Dover-Sherborn waiting for the ball to come up in the air, because it's got to. If you run a ball here, you're just wasting. You're just going to your own funeral, really. It's against it. Now they're going to run the ball. Childs stays in bounds.
Yeah.
That is a good run, but it's a waste of time
Well,
for them. 8 minutes to go in the game, and the clock running. If you threw the ball downfield and picked that up, great. But if you threw it downfield and it was incomplete, the clock would stop. So I mean, why don't you throw the ball?
so what are you thinking, Bruce? That
They're going to throw the ball. But why? You can't keep running it. They cannot keep running it. The
Not if
clock's
they're
going to
gonna win.
Get in there, 5-0!
motion. Drop back, Converse, here it comes! He throws, he is smacked to the ground. The worst part of that play is we hope Sean Colonel Converse is fine, but he got hit in his own 45. That's called a pancake.
You know, he knew he was going to get hit.
Oh,
He
yeah.
had to throw,
It was
and he stood in that pocket. Give him credit, I'll tell you.
Willie Bowen.
Yep. Tell you, give that kid credit. He
Look at him.
knew he was going to get hit.
What's this flag? I know what it is. It's going back. Are you serious? It was
15-yard penalty on Medway for unsportsmanlike conduct.
another late foul. Well, unsportsmanlike conduct. It's like Medway said, we're not going to win. We're just going to beat you up.
Oh, no, this is terrible.
This is an awful football game now.
42-yard line.
This was a good football game for the first half. Into the third quarter, it started getting away,
Yeah.
and Medway had completely given up the game, and they just want to play rock'em sock'em, rugby. I don't think it's in the rule book. And this is where the coach should have called a timeout right then and said, stop it. This is high school football. Run it. Go ahead, run it. To the 50-yard line. And I'm trying not to be a homer, but they make it so difficult not to root against them.
Sometimes.
Sometimes teams don't deserve a break. And this is one of the few games I can say I don't respect what Medway is doing. That is probably the 6th personal foul.
Ball is at the 48-yard line.
Yeah.
Dover-Sherborn, where it will be 4th and 6.
So it's going to be 4th and 16.
Go for it.
They have to go for it.
No, I
mean,
want to go for it. I'm angry. No, I got a better idea. Midway calls timeout.
Yeah.
I got a better idea. Why don't you punt it?
The game's basically.
I mean, it's almost over.
Yeah.
Dover-Sherborn 17, Medway 0.
I mean, you could say if Medway had scored on the fumble, it'd be a closer game.
Of course.
We wouldn't have had the field goal. But Medway just said, if we're not going to win, we'll beat you up.
You know, it was really too bad because I don't know why in their first half that the coach did not have them punt it, because that resulted in a huge loss and gave Dover-Sherborn even better field position. And within a play or two, there was a touchdown that's 7 points right there that you wouldn't have had.
It's false bravado, cockiness.
Yeah.
No other word for it. They got off the bus and said, we're a cocky so-and-so, and we're going to show you.
Look at those shrimp boats. We're going to take them. Nope. Not on my field,
Hey,
baby.
listen, they're right about that part. They're the bigger team.
They
Look at
are
them.
the bigger. I mean, physically.
Look at the sideline and look at our sideline. It's like, are you guys in the same planet as us?
They're big. They're big.
They're huge.
Yeah.
But they're also worn to a crisp. They really are.
Worn to a crisp.
You can write that one down.
Okay.
That's almost as good as knife through butter, but it's close. It's close. 4th down and 16.
Raiders! Let's go, Blue!
Bet you they run it. Nope. Deep drop by Converse. Converse sees blue shirts. Converse throws it away. Another grounding. Converse had the ball coming up and he thought, what do I do now? And he said, I got to throw it away. That should be a grounding. It doesn't matter because it's Dover-Sherborn ball.
Yeah. You know, they...
Look at Converse walking off the field like, I'm not going back out, am I?
Yeah, that hurt.
It did
that
hurt.
He's got hit a couple times in the past couple of plays that... Oh,
I think when he got pancaked, he's looking at stars.
Oh.
And the backup doesn't want to go in.
No.
And maybe the backup can't go in because he's not experienced enough. Oh, you want your backup to go in a game like this?
No.
Turnover and downs. They're talking about it.
I remember when I was playing one time, I got hit so hard, I didn't even know I had to come out. It was like I saw nothing but stars.
You talking about that day your wife hit you?
Yeah, last week, right? I was playing last week.
What position did you play?
I was quarterback that time. It was a pitch out, and I was supposed to throw, and I had no time.
Wow, scary.
Ooh.
Incomplete. Not sure why they're passing the ball now.
Nice theory, though. I mean, that was, why not? I mean, the 6:22 left. We've got some decent field position.
And,
right on the 50.
And maybe there's a little bit of coach thinking, these guys want to play dirty. Maybe why don't we just score on them again?
It's just rubbing in their face.
I mean, I don't want to say that that's the intent, but sometimes you just want to you get them down, you just want to keep them down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, keep the pedal down, right?
Pedal to the metal, right?
Yep.
Kaplan to the left.
Hold them up, all right!
Motion by Bennett. Gets the pitch. Gets around.
Ooh, fooled nobody.
Got around a couple of white shirts and the rest hooded in on them.
Yeah.
But every running play is a plus because the clock keeps running.
Right. Correct. We're just at the 6-minute mark in a second.
If they had maintained possession on the fumble and scored, it would have been 14-7. Then you start using your timeouts. But it's 17-0.
Yep.
And this coach probably just is on the bus right now waiting. Says, just start it up now, huh?
Yeah.
We'll sneak out the back gate.
Let's go, Raiders!
It's not the way high school football should be played.
Ryan's on the field again. He's... Oof.
Rinaldi straight ahead on 3rd down. They'll be happy to punt the football. Thank you very much. Clock running. We'll be under 5 minutes by the time Murphy punts. Punt team comes on.
No gain, 4th and 15. Henry Murphy on the punt. Back feet for the Mustangs, number 16.
Again, it wasn't the best possession, but it took away a couple minutes of the clock.
I think a lot of this now, it becomes conservative football. Don't give it away. Don't do anything that's going to make them motivated, give them a comeback. The Garabedian is deep. Nice snap. Rushes on. The Garabedian has no chance of
Holy smokes.
Rolling down the 10. He should have. No, he shouldn't have. No. There was nothing he could do.
Nothing he
Inside
could
the 10. I mean, what do you do as a running back? Fall on it?
That's just tremendous. Wow. Just tremendous.
That is the best kick I've seen in a while.
Way to go, Murphy!
And the thing about Murphy, he doesn't take a 3-step. It's a 2-step kick. Boom. It's 1-2, boom.
Well, after he almost got smash face in that previous punt, he knows he's got to get it off quickly.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure.
They were coming.
They really were. So we got 4 minutes and 34 seconds left in this game. I don't think we'll see overtime.
And I'm going to tell you something without mentioning names. I noticed when I got my depth chart from Coach Ryan, he changed up some things on the defense mostly. And I was wondering, why is he doing this? And I'm thinking he's adjusting to what he's going to see out there and what he saw last week. And you have some illness, you have some injuries, nothing of which I know. I don't know if anybody was ill or hurt. But he made pre-game adjustments, they made in-game adjustments, and that's the maturing of a coach as well as the maturing of a team. And when the coach grows, the team grows as a result. You're nodding your head.
You know, I totally agree. I'm just listening to it and seeing how it's applied, and it's true.
I thought you weren't listening. You're going to go, what? Can you say that again?
Yeah.
No. So, under the shadow of their goalpost, literally, Sean Converse, I can't even find him down there. They're going to run the ball. Smart idea. Here comes Child. We're going to see him for a couple more years. He's a good runner, but he just ran half a football field across the field.
For about 3 yards, maybe.
They're used to running power sweeps with this kid, and they're not getting there.
No.
They're too slow.
You know, the thing is, they're not outrunning the defense.
No.
And I don't know if they're not used to doing that or what, but they're not outrunning it. Dover-Sherborn.
They probably didn't have to worry about it. Running straight ahead. You're playing right into Dover-Sherborn's hands, and I thought that was a bad idea. Late flag!
I hope it wasn't for that.
Personal foul against the defense. No, that's dumb. That's dumb. Don't give them any edge. And the thing is, I didn't think it should be a running play. I don't care how deep they are. They're down by 17 points. They're way down there. You can't run the ball that much. But it is a
Dover-Sherborn personal foul. I'm sorry.
Dover-Sherborn's personal foul. Don't know what happened, but it shouldn't have.
No.
26-yard line.
Or maybe Dover-Sherborn has just had enough of what's going on there. I don't know, but there's no good reason for it. They're going to run it again.
There they go.
Tackle at the 45 of Dover-Sherborn. The kid is good.
Yeah,
Childs is a good runner.
Yep.
He finds his holes. He's got speed. He's an excellent running back. They're down to the 45. Clock rolling down to the 3-minute mark. They mark it. They gave him a bad spot. Spot at the 46, probably where his knee went down, I'm guessing.
First down for the Mustangs at the Dover-Sherborn 46-yard line.
Quickly to the line of scrimmage. Ball.
All right, Raiders, let's go, boys!
I gotta wait for Ferrari to stop yelling. The clock down at 2:46. This time they're running a different back. I gotta figure Simwe is not in the coach's favorite list because he hasn't been seen in the second half. This is Jalen Deronville, or Deronville, a French name. Deronville. What do you think? Yeah, Deronville. Desronville.
Deronville.
I like the way you say it. You watch Pink Panther movies too, huh?
Yeah.
I want a room.
room.
Great actor. Great actor.
Get in there, boy!
Oh my goodness.
Welcome.
Look at that.
And that is,
Is that Timmy?
yeah, Cofield.
Yep.
Haven't said his name much, but
No.
that's the one time I'm glad we said it.
Way to go, Cofield!
Plus a 3 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 10 for the Mustangs.
You know, Eric Lindstrom, big tight end. All he does is go in motion. I don't know if there's been one pass to him. They have big double tight ends, but they use them for blocking.
Yeah.
But if they got enough big guys blocking, what is their game plan with big tight ends they don't use? Now he's on the sideline. I guess he can't. Maybe he can't. Maybe he's just a blocking
I don't
end.
know, maybe.
Splits to the right.
Down.
Quarterback play fakes. Wanted to go for the home run ball. Now he gets it off. I'll just heave it up there. Let it go. Oh, incomplete. He just heaved it and
You
played.
know, that was just. Oh. And what's going on there is that's just playground football.
79 seconds to go in the game. You like that math? 79
Yeah,
seconds.
good for you. And what is that?
I'm watching. It was
this and this.
It was in the holding area, but I don't know what that means. They're talking it over. Well, it's against Dover-Sherborn. 10,
Looks like it's a personal foul.
another one.
I guess a roughing
See,
the passer,
now,
yards.
this is where I'd call timeout and tell my team to quiet down.
Yes. Yeah.
Is a first down for the
Yep.
Mustangs.
Stevie Ryan's got to get it control. And I'm sure he will. You know, I think the refs are super sensitive now, too.
Oh, there might be a lot of mouthing off, too.
Yeah. And that could have been what it is, you know? Not in my house.
It doesn't,
Or similar
no,
words.
Doesn't excuse it.
No.
No.
What's that?
I don't know. What a mess. They couldn't start the play because they had to move the chains. Like the chain gang's going, want us to move them now? They had to move the chains. Now we're all
crazy.
set. What a crazy game.
Yeah.
Get in there, Raiders! Get in there, boys!
Childs, slow down. Nice dive ahead.
Nice dive. You got
Nine and a half.
extra 4 yards off that.
Childs tripped up after a gain of
So they've given up, basically.
Well, it's 1 minute and 2 seconds left, and they might go down and try to run into this end zone to get at least on the board.
But why not go for the touchdown now?
You know, they
go for the
don't-
onside kick.
Get in there, 5-0!
They don't have they're not having any success with their passing game. Nothing.
It's Childs left, Childs right. Scoreboard countdown to 40 seconds. We got one play left.
And you know that last where we got a penalty on that guy, the receiver down there, it's just like playground football. It's like, okay, you go down and hang out there, and I'll try to throw you the ball, and that's all they were doing. He was hanging out.
These two teams will end up being 3-1 in the season as the clock comes down to 25 seconds. And I'll tell you, Medway
Let's
in
hold them here,
no
Raiders!
hurry to get to the line of
Let's
scrimmage.
go, boys!
They just want to go home.
Yeah.
Converse drops back, looks, line drive, intercepted! Coming back the other way to the 50, down to the 40,
Oh
30.
my goodness!
It's going to be all the way!
Wow! And they're gonna let the clock run out.
Over 80 yards on that tip interception.
Nice job. Nice job. And you know, Medfield's
Ollie,
quarterback.
do we know who that was?
Who did the run?
Yeah. Henry Murph?
Henry Murphy having a number one star game. It was Murphy, huh?
It was Murph. Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So Murphy with 2 picks in the game and a field goal. Pretty good evening, huh?
Not a bad, shabby night.
Game over, set match.
Game over.
Now, will they kick the extra point?
They don't have to at all.
No,
No,
I
because
think-
they won the game. That's like,
we got a flag.
oh, you're kidding me.
It's coming back. We have a flag on the play.
And you know, the interesting thing is the timekeeper just let the clock keep ticking.
So we're coming back, folks. I believe Dover-Sherborn ball, but on the return, there's an illegal block, is my guess.
Could have been.
Yeah, otherwise be a touchdown.
There was like 5 seconds, 4.8 seconds left when he scored, and that timekeeper just let it keep going. So, whatever.
I think they should just snap the ball to Murphy and then put a foot down. So instead, touchdown called back. It was a great run by Murphy of
That
over
was
80
wonderful.
yards.
That was really a great game.
Oh, it's still Mustang. I don't know what happened. Mustang ball, last play of the game. No time. It's a untimed play. Do not know what happened. They should just take a knee.
Can't end the game on a
You know something?
defensive penalty, right?
Well, that's the best play of the game.
Yeah.
That was the best play of the game by the Mustangs.
Yeah.
They took a knee.
Yeah.
Outmanned, outclassed, outcoached. Raiders 17, Mustangs nothing. Art?
I just think it was a wonderful display of offense and defense. There was a total mix. I so enjoyed the game on the Dover-Sherborn perspective. I'll tell you, I really enjoyed calling this game with you, Bruce.
Me too. It was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. Good atmosphere, nice crisp air. good football.
Off to Norton for Mansfield. There you go, Bruce. Off to Norton for Dover-Sherborn. I'll be going there from Mansfield to Norton next Friday night at 5 p.m. at Norton High School. Then the Thanksgiving game on the 22nd at 7 p.m. We don't know if we'll be there. Who knows? But onward and up with Dover-Sherborn. We thank you for watching our cablecast and live stream of Dover-Sherborn High School football. Until next time, so long, everyone.